Hello everybody, and welcome back to Swordy Quest. Last time, on episode 2, we were working on, as I recall, just examining the hunt menu and some of the newer changes and the streamlining that has been done to the menu system in the game by the developer, and the accessibility overhaul has been absolutely fantastic. And I do definitely want to thank Charlie, who is the developer. As far as I understand it, he is a solo dev male. Pronouns he, him. Thank you very much, Charlie. He has done an amazing job with Swordy Quest. Has done a great job streamlining and overhauling the accessibility and just cleaning up all the parts of the game to make it easy for us. And we're going to get right into it today. Again, like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you have a question, and check out my Facebook page. I've got a lot of information there. I'm always answering questions, and if you want to join my clan, Newdeath Gaming, you'll find information about that. I just dropped a post in the Facebook page, and I'll probably drop it in the YouTube community post. But anyway, we have a lot to do today. So we've got a lot of requests and got a lot of things to talk about. I want to thank one of the channel friends for mentioning making a correction on the grid. I think it's 30, so we'll get the exact dimensions. So this is an ongoing project to understand everything. Also, I wanted to state that there are some PvP changes on the way. So those of you who are having trouble with PvP menu, there will be some changes coming. Not everything is under the direct control of the developer. There are some parts of games that are more controlled by Apple. Sometimes things are controlled by how VoiceOver works. So just be patient. We will get some fixes coming in. When I find out when those fixes are coming, I'll give you guys a heads up on the Facebook page, or I'll drop it in a community post. Well, basically, I drop it in a community post once it becomes live from the iOS App Store. But if it's theoretically being produced and worked on and coming to fruition, then I'll mention it in the Facebook page. So we'll have like a sequence of information there. And of course, I'm going to be creating a new Twitter soon for the channel. But for now, I've still got the Mikesch NDG. If you're looking for a little extra information, a little extra reminders or notifications to make sure you don't miss any of our videos. As always, please turn your notifications on to all so that you don't miss anything we're working on. And also, I've also lowered the volume in the background music to 10%. That is the lowest it can go. I have sound effects on 80% because I use those to tell what's going on. Thank you very much. One of the channel subscribers mentioned to me that you can hear the golden gems if you put your finger down on the square. It will tell you that you found a golden gem there. Of course, if I make mistakes, please feel free to correct me. Feel free to correct me anytime if I've made a mistake. If you have suggestions or information like that, please leave them with Swordy Quest. There is a community section that you could find in the More section. There is plenty of ways to interact with the developer, Charlie, of Swordy Quest. Charlie has been here for several of our game plays, including all of our first listens, and will be here in the future, time permitting. Also, what else did I want to say? Today we're going to get into travel. We're going to talk about how to get your travel started, how to travel on the map, how to do it in an accessible way. Please, occasionally there will be changes and updates, so things may adjust. I may have certain information incorrect. I'm done as much research as I can to do the best I can, so please be forgiving, be loving, be kind. I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, so we're going to work on travel today. That's going to be the major gist of the first part of this episode, and then from there we'll do some farming. I've gotten to the Lake District, so we're going to do some farming there. We're going to listen to some new tool tips because there's some new hints that there's some story elements that are being introduced into the game. So we're going to find out what's going on with that. So anyway, let's get our sortie on. All right, so let's talk about travel. So when you first start off in the game, you are, of course, you have nothing. You're just in the middle of a grassy field area, and you also cannot travel. You might have discovered right away that there was an error message when you tried to travel. Well, a lot of those things change once you reach a certain level. One of the things, though, is that you have to craft certain items to be able to travel. One of the things you have to craft first is a map. Now, it's not hard. The map just requires you to get some leather and some other parts. Let's go to the, to make this simpler, let's get some information up there so I can refer to it as we talk about it.
Coming soon. Battle weekend. Double resources from slain enemies. Event begins in hours to go 12, minutes to go 45.
Okay. Oh, by the way, there is a battle weekend. Let me get that out of the way. Battle weekends, you're going to receive double experience, and I will try to make sure I drop some reminders when we do have battle weekend. So, of course, you know what that means. We're going to be killing nothing but monsters this weekend on episodes 4 and 5. Today is episode 3, by the way. Traveling is our whole thing. Traveling and mounts. But yeah, there's a battle weekend. So you are getting information in an accessible way about event weekends. All right, and thank you for, I had a channel friend mention that there's a double experience weekend. I very much appreciate when you all drop information about that. It really helps all of us. And of course, you know, I'm going to pass that information to all of you.
Coming soon. Battle weekend. Tab bar. Selected. Actions. Inventory. Tab. 2 of 5.
All right.
Craft. Tab. 3 of 5.
Excuse me.
Inventory. Craft. Tab. 3 of
All
5.
right, let's go to craft. Okay. So we're trying to travel. Now, you've never traveled before, so let's talk about how you travel. I have my voice volume set to 60. I have speaking volume set to 80 to 85%, and I have it on headings. So I'm going to swipe down toward...
Heading not found. Heading not found. Map. Heading not found. Combat. Heading. Track. Button.
Okay.
Combat. Heading. Gathering. Heading. Combat.
Combat.
Heading. Stone boots. Trap. Heading not found. Travel. Heading.
Okay, here we go. So once you use your heading to move down to travel, this is the area that opens up once you reach a certain level. Now, I do not have the tooltip available to know exactly when you need to reach what level you exactly need to be in order to travel. Don't worry, it will give you a permanent tooltip at the top of the screen. Now, the good thing is whenever there's something you need to do, you're going to get a tooltip that appears at the top of the screen, and it's going to stay there. So listen to that tooltip. It is very much the next step in your adventure. Think of it as questing. Think of it as pointing you in the correct direction. So once you're told that you need a map to travel, you really need a map to travel. So I didn't think about that when I first heard those tooltips that were at the top. I didn't think that they meant anything. I thought they were a suggestion. They are a suggestion, but they're also an imperative. So you definitely want to do what they say to do. It's going to move the story along and help you get to the next part. Think of them as kind of like a quest giver who tells you, now you need to go here, and now you need to go there, and now you need to beat up this, and now you need to gather that. So those are very important. In fact, I would probably consider those top of your screen tooltips as your spirit guide. Oh, by the way, our spirit guide is a woman. It has been decided. So you will hear whenever the spirit guide comes up, and I'm just voice acting it out, you'll hear the spirit guide will be a woman. So she is our official spirit guide. I will have to think of a name for her. Anyway, so And thank you very much, Charlie, for letting me know that you can change your name. So for those of you who don't know, when you get to a certain village, you'll be able to change your name, and an option will pop up to allow you to change your name. Now, what do you think we will create for our name? I don't know. Possibly Newdeath? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, you can name yourself whatever you like. So that option comes up. Also, I want to talk a lot about the interface, how it's changed. There is a new part of the game that opens up once you're able to travel. You're also able to go to the community page of Swordy Quest. Swordy Quest does have its own community page. Please go join, become a part of the community, as well as staying as part of my Newdeath Gaming community. So definitely, we'll get into that later in the video. For now, I'm just dumping a lot of information on you. Now let's get on to talking about travel, which is why you came.
Obsidian bow. Increase. You own enough resources to craft stone boots. 157 owned and this item needs 10 lake pearls. Also,
I can
642 owned and this item needs 50 leather.
Boots.
Also, 1354 owned and this item needs 20
All
wood.
right, we'll get into that later. Looks like we're going to have a really fun crafting session, but let's talk about...
Craft. Button. Stone boots. Travel use. Travel. Heading.
Okay, so because I have clicked off the option of items I already currently own, I'll explain a little bit. So if you put a check mark on the box that says don't show items that you've already have, you won't see items to craft that you've already crafted. However, if this is your first time trying to travel, you'll notice that you'll have wood boots here, which I thought I had quite a laugh with Sweetie Belle about, because we were talking about wooden boots. Wow, that's pretty we're pretty broke there to having wooden boots, but those are kind of cute though, kind of like clogs, kind of adorable actually in a way. So I can see an artist or one of you, if one of you is an artist and would like to draw some wooden boots for, say, for me, NDG, or one of my characters, like my the little white mouse, or if you want to draw like wooden clogs for maybe the spirit guide or something like that, who is a female, her pronouns are she, her, and the little mouse's pronouns are he, him, and NDG's pronouns are he, him. So if you'd like to draw any of those and you'd like to do that, that would be so adorable. Feel free to draw some little wooden clogs, which are your wooden boots for travel. And while you're at it, it looks like you can go ahead and draw some stone shoes, which are going to allow us, I think, which is an upgrade. I'm just saving that information for later because I don't know yet what it does. So after you create the wooden shoes, you're going to receive an achievement. You'll receive a golden gem. You'll be told by the spirit guide that you are now, first you have to build the map. Once you craft the map, you'll be told you need shoes. Then once you craft the shoes, you will have access to the map tab. And once you have access to the map tab, you'll be able to travel in the overworld, kind of like Delio. Think of typical games like Final Fantasy, other games that you have the world map. You'll be in the world map, the overview. It's huge, so it can be a bit overwhelming. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of as best I can. Now, mind you, I'm not great at it, but I've done some research. I've done some practicing. I've been playing with it yesterday. I was playing with it today. We're going to try to go through it together. We're going to talk about some of the audio cues. We're going to talk about the accessibility sections. We'll talk about the menu itself. And you guys are you are always helping me do, go ahead and drop corrections or information or your own things that you want posted for other people to hear. and listen to, and we'll all just come together as a community in a kind, loving way to help each other understand the menu, along with the developer Charlie for Swordy Quest will help us get this map menu as developed and as accessible as possible. All right, so now we've got the first 2 steps. The first 3 steps: get to a level high enough to travel. Step number 2, you're going to want to go to your crafting tab, into your crafting tab, and you're going to want to use the headings control on your rotor, or just swipe down and get down to travel. Travel, yeah, that's correct. But at first, the first thing you're going to create is a map. Once the map is created, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to craft some wooden shoes. After you have crafted the wooden shoes and you've received all those achievements for that, you're now going to double tap on the map tab, which will open up a brand new map screen. So don't start swiping too fast on that map screen, because there's a lot of things to talk about when we get to there. All right. So now that we've gone through this part, let's go ahead and go back to the main screen.
Obsidian cloak.
Okay,
increases
I
your
think
base
my
stealth by 100.
voiceover is too loud.
Volume. Speaking rate. Volume. 80%.
Okay, that's good. I have voiceover.
Speaking words. Characters. Headings.
Okay, I've got voiceover down to 80%. Was a little loud.
Items you can craft appear below. Return to action homepage. Button.
Okay,
Swordy Quest actions homepage. You are unique within Avalon. Stay at a nearby village inn to respawn from there when critically injured.
Okay, you might be noticing that there is a new tooltip from our spirit guide at the top. Stay to help for people who are critically injured. That's because I've moved the story along and I figured out how to move on the map. All right, so let's go ahead and go to, now that you've gotten those other steps to talk about, let's do step 4 and double tap on our map tab.
Coming soon. Battle weekend. Coming soon. Tab bar. Selected. Actions. Inventory. Craft. Tab. Map. Tab.
All right.
4 of 5.
Let's tap on the tab 4 of 5.
Adventurer's current location is Lake in Avalon at vertical 12. Horizontal 12. Dragon is 68 squares away. At vertical 45. Horizontal 47.
Okay. You just got to give it a whole lot of information. We're going to talk a little bit about what this information means. So now that you've double tapped and you are allowed to open up the map, when you are not allowed to open the map, you'll get an error message. But once you are allowed to open the map, there will be a huge map, kind of very similar to like a globe you'd find in a schoolroom, or very much like a Final Fantasy kind of map, an open world map. It's very pretty and it's very large and intimidating, but we can get through it. So your character is usually going to be found in the middle. So there's many ways to make sure that happens. Now, just stay with me. This is just how I do it. Okay, so let's just start at the top of the screen and find out how much we can read through, and I'll just explain each parts. Maybe that's easier. I'm going to 4-finger tap the top of the screen.
Locations button. Go locations button.
Okay, great. All right. I 4-finger tapped the top of the screen, and I am now at the very top of this page.
Locations button.
You've got locations button. Locations will bring up information about all the things that are currently on this map. So let's say we're going to a new world like Mars, or another country or whatever, or a different continent. This locations button will bring us up important information about the things that are on this map, okay? Let's go to the next part.
Map. Heading.
You have a headings there.
Go to Actions homepage. Button.
Then you've got Go to Actions homepage, which brings you back to the page where you do your gathering, hunting, fishing, things like that. Let's keep swiping.
Travel 3 squares in any direction. Hold down destination marker to travel.
All right. So this is going to tell you how far you can travel. You might have noticed I can travel in 3 squares. I want to teach you how to do that. It's going to require you going to a farmhouse. Once you go to this farmhouse, which is on the map, you're going to be able to buy a mount. And once you buy the mount, you'll be able to move 3 squares instead of just 1 square. But when you first start, you can only move 1 square at a time. Okay, we'll talk about how that works.
See at vertical 0, horizontal 0. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
All right, when you touch an area on the map, even if swiping, you'll touch an area, it will tell you what the area is. It's going to say the area's topography, which is sea, S-E-A, as in the ocean or sea. Then it's going to give you
travel 3 square. See at vertical 0, horizontal 0. Select to recenter map here
vertical
before confirming
0,
travel.
horizontal 0. So those are going to be how you are on the map. So horizontal is going to go across. Vertical is going to go from up to down, down to up. Horizontal, left to right, right to left. And the transection between those 2 points are going to be areas where you can move to if permitted to, and if it's a legal space to move to. Now, you can't move to every single place on the map. Some areas are not legal for you to move to. Currently, right now, I have not been able to move in the water or the sea because it's infested with person-eating sharks, which is not good. So you can't go there. So be aware of that. All right, let's continue to go through this menu.
See at vertical 0. See at vertical 0. See at vertical 0. Horizontal 3. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
All right. Did you hear as I am swiping across? Very much like your... Now, case we're not going to need to do something this slow, but I'm just letting you hear that I can actually move space by space on the map. I'm actually moving without having to see anything exactly on the map. I've swiped 3 times horizontally, so which is basically swiping right, which means I am now on horizontal 3, vertical 0. Now if I swipe down, let's find out what happens.
Heading not found.
I get the heading settings here, right? So let's keep swiping to the right.
See at vertical 0, horizontal 4. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
Okay, if I go back to the left.
See at vertical 0, horizontal 3. Select to recenter map. See at vertical 0, horizontal 2. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
As you can hear, it's counting up and down. So we've got the map centered that way. Now you don't have to move that slowly. I can pick my finger up and move to wherever I am. Okay, so that is the binary way of moving through every single section of the map. So at least we can do that. That doesn't mean that's how we're going to move. I'm just wanted you to understand that we can move through, we can find out what's on the map. Say there's a secret island, or there's some special cave, or there's a tornado, I don't know, a hurricane, whatever. A typhoon, that's more appropriate for water. So we can find it by swiping on the map, and we can move 1 square at a time. Now, mind you, this is a very huge map. All right, now I'm going to move my finger down to the bottom of the screen, and there's more information down there. Okay, let's go ahead and 4-finger tap the bottom of the screen.
Tab bar, more, tab, 5 of 5.
Okay, we're at the More tab. Let's go ahead and swipe to the left.
Selected, map, tab, 4 of 5. Craft, tab, inventory, tab, actions, tab, travel to investigated square, button.
All right, did you hear that? Travel to investigated square. Now, whenever you touch an area on the map and you receive information about it, you have investigated that area. You can then travel to that investigated area.
Recenter the map with your current player location in the middle, button.
This is got a button on it. You can recenter the map. So let's say you were fooling around and you can touch the screen, so be cautious. You can touch the screen and swipe it all over the place. Also, there's several things you can do to manipulate the map, so be cautious. Those things do reset once you exit out of the game. If you need to, you can close the app. If you do something really wonky, you could just close the app and come back in. I, of course, have to do everything to try to, make mistakes with the map. So I experimented for quite some time, and I was able to pretty royally disorientate the map, let's just say. So yes, you can do some map disruption. That can all be reset by clicking out of the app, hitting your home button, or exiting whatever method you use for whatever phone that you are currently using. And you can force stop the app, whatever computer platform you're using by the time anyone is watching this video. And restart, and everything will be back to normal. Thank goodness that we can make mistakes and things are back to normal. All right, let's continue to hear more information. Now remember, I'm giving you voiceover controls for iOS. So if you are watching this video in the future and these controls do not correspond, I will be doing videos mostly about iOS. But if I do have an opportunity to get information about other platforms, other type of devices, I will make sure that I pass that information on to all of you. However, also, if you do have, whenever new platforms do open up for Swordy Quest and you have information to help people navigate, feel free to leave a very juicy, beefy post on Newdeath Gaming, my Facebook page. That's the appropriate place to leave a nice beefy post where you can really do some really amazing writing and exercise with your instruments on that page and let everyone know what to do. And use your very large brains to develop techniques and tricks and tips and to make it work for us, okay? Use your very awesome skills of accessibility skills to figure out problems and solutions. All right, so now that we've talked about traveling to areas that we've investigated, we've talked about how you can move square by square. I'm going to call these things squares. That's the best way for me to think about it. It's easier for me to think squares because of D&D. So this, I feel like we are definitely in a square map, not a hexagon map. So I'm going to continue to refer to things as squares unless there's changes otherwise, or unless I am corrected. All right, so we know we can travel to areas that we've investigated. We know that we can
travel to investigate, recenter the map with your current player.
We know that
location in
we
the middle.
can recenter the map with our player in the middle.
Horizontal scroll bar, 6 pages, 100%.
All right, cool.
Adjustable.
There is
Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
All right, cool. So there is a horizontal scroll bar which allows us to move the map in an accessible way. However, you can also slide your finger, but that is not very useful. I would think that if you're looking for certain areas, and I will offer a suggestion that maybe perhaps once we find locations, probably Charlie will make it even easier, but I'm saying worst case scenario, if we don't know where something is, we could be given the horizontal and vertical coordinates, and we could have a little button to put that information in, and then we could quickly travel to that area by double tapping in some fashion and get there. So there's no reason why this map is going to be something that isn't accessible. It's just a matter of how many conveniences that are adapted by it. I played many games before where there are maps. They are not very easy, especially when you're not using visual attributes. When you're using your mind, you're using visualization, you're using your vast intellect to travel through these areas, and you're hearing numbers and vectors and coordinates. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit more we're going to have to pay attention to a lot more information. But that's something that we're used to, right? Being blind and visually impaired, we're definitely used to paying attention to details, taking notes and things like that. So take some notes in your notes. All right. All right. So now that we've gotten that information, we know that we have a page that we can slide up and down, which will make it so that you can move from a section of the map to section of the map in a much quicker way. Let's continue to swipe toward our left and hear more information on the bottom of the map.
See at vertical 49, horizontal 49. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
There we go. Did you hear that? Everything in Swordy Quest is very consistent. Now we came out. We know that we are at the bottom of this particular map section. 49, 49. 49 horizontal, 49 vertical. Let's swipe to the right and come back out of that particular map grid.
Horizontal scroll bar, 6 pages. 100%.
And as you can hear, we came to the horizontal
down
scroll
with one
page.
finger to adjust the value.
All right, let's also use the horizontal scroll bar.
See it. Horizontal scroll bar, 6 pages. 100%. Adjustable.
Okay, let's
swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Let's swipe up and down and adjust it.
90%.
Okay, that's 90%.
80%. 70%. 60%. 50%.
And now we are moving. All right, now that we've gotten to 50%, let's find out where we are.
Recenter the map with your current player. Horizontal scroll bar, 6 pages. 100%. 90, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%.
Okay, let's make sure I keep it there. Now we need to double tap.
Selecting invalid travel destination. See destination too far for a single journey. Buy mounts at farms to travel further each turn. You can recenter the map on your player's current location using the button at the bottom left of this map. Horizontal scroll bar, 6 pages.
Okay.
49%.
So we just got our error message. So we obviously cannot travel to an area that far. Excuse me. So as you can tell, there's a lot of information to keep us from going to the incorrect. We got a nice little ba-da-doom, which told us we can't do that. All right. So once you get that error message because you've gone to the wrong area when you've tried to use the scroll bar, let's just go ahead and close that.
Recenter the map with your travel to invest tab bar. Actions. Tab. 1 of 5. Travel to investigate. Recenter the map with your current player location in the middle.
Okay, let's go ahead and recenter the map. All right. Now, when you recenter the map where your current player is, your character will be on a certain section on the map. If you touch the map with your finger, which I'm going to do so with my thumb.
Grassland at vertical 12, horizontal 9. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
All right. You're going to hear the coordinates again, which was grassland. You heard a horizontal and a vertical coordinates. Now, I can center the map here, and I can also travel here. Now you're saying, how do you travel? Well, you're going to go down to the bottom of the screen again.
Tab bar. Selected. Map. Tab. 4 of 5. Travel to investigated square.
And
button.
then you can travel to investigated square. If the square is a legal square to travel to, you will be able to travel to. If you cannot travel there, you'll get the error message, boom, which will tell you you can't do that. Okay? Now, there are many areas on the map. Let's talk about locations, and then I'm going to move around.
Verizon. Status bar locations.
And
button.
don't worry about that. We're going to fix that.
On the current
currently, our status bar is visible on the game screen. We will fix that. That is a thing that sometimes happens in certain games. Some people like it, some people hate it. I don't like it because it means that you'll always keep hearing my cellular provider at the top of my screen. So I'd like to actually have any kind of status bar information not visible, because when you're touching the screen with your finger and you're using voiceover, it's going to announce that information to everybody. So for me as a video game creator, kind of like a video content creator, I often have a lot of trouble hiding information from my phone's status bar because many times it will be visible when I'm recording, and I can't edit every single instance of it out. But that's easy for us to fix. We'll just fix that and make sure that the game is completely wrapped over the whole top of the screen. Now, if you want to get out of your screen, all you have to do is exit from the game. Now you might be saying, hey, but I like having that there because I can pull it down and activate timers and I can do a bunch of other stuff. That's fine. I think you can still do that. So, all right. So now that we've gone to the top of the screen, let's talk about some more of the controls that are behind the buttons.
Destination too far for a single journey. Go to action, map, heading, locations, button.
Let's go ahead
Go
and
to list of all major locations on the current map.
And that's go to a list of all major locations on the current map. Let's go ahead and
map, heading, locations, button. Go to list of all major locations on the current map.
Okay, let's go ahead and touch that.
Location.
All right.
Swordy Quest, map, back button.
Now we've opened up the location go to. All right, so let's go ahead and four-finger tap the top.
Map, back button, map, back button.
There's a back button which will take us back to the map. Now let's go ahead and swipe to the right.
Key map locations, heading.
All right, key map locations is the headings. Let's keep going to the right.
Below is a list of all the significant locations on the map and their corresponding locations to help when using voiceover. Locations towards the top of the list are nearer your starting location.
Okay, so the map has multiple functions. Let's kind of break it down a little bit. So when locations that are closer to you are at the top of this list. Locations that are farther, I assume, are at the bottom of the list. Let's find out if we can travel.
You're located at vertical 12, horizontal 12.
Okay, there's your vector where you are. Horizontal 12, vertical 12. Horizontal 12, vertical 12. Okay.
Avalon Farm, vertical 7, horizontal 9.
All right, there's more information. So that's the Avalon Farm. And the Avalon Farm is where you're going to go in order to buy a mount. I currently have a mount. It's a donkey. So we have a donkey. I don't know what the donkey's name is. So probably we'll have the person who usually names everything name it. So we'll name the donkey. So no worries. All right, let's keep swiping.
Avalon Shrine. Vertical 15, horizontal 13.
All right, now we have an Avalon Shrine. So there are many different places. Now, we're going to try to travel to these as practice so you all feel comfortable with doing that. But let's just go through some of the other important locations that this map allows us to hear.
Avalon Village, vertical 12, horizontal 13.
Okay, there's an Avalon Village. So that's where we're going to be finding real people. So this is cool. Well, not real people, but people in our game who are real to us.
Barncombe Port, vertical 19, horizontal 17.
Okay, there's a Barncombe Port. Don't know what that is.
Barncombe Shrine, vertical 21, horizontal 17.
Shrine.
Barncombe Village, vertical 21,
Barncombe
horizontal
Village.
13.
So as you can hear, there's all these kind of like cool areas. And they're farther and farther away. Let's keep swiping to the right.
Clearburn Castle, vertical 22, horizontal 26.
Then there's a castle where some of you more advanced players are probably already at. Let's keep swiping to the right.
Clearburn Shrine, vertical 22, horizontal 29.
There's a lot of shrines, so that's very interesting. We're going to be probably learning quite a bit about shrines, so there's a lot of information that we need to digest.
Clearburn Village, vertical 21, horizontal 23.
Clearburn Village.
Damerel Castle, vertical
Damerel
7, horizontal
Castle.
42.
Wow, there's a lot of kingdoms out here.
Damerel Farm, vertical 13, horizontal
Damerel
41.
Farm.
Damerel Port, vertical 16,
Oh, there's a port.
horizontal
Looks
42.
like we're leaving there.
Damerel Shrine, vertical
Damerel
9,
Shrine.
horizontal 36. Damerel Village, vertical
There's a
12,
village.
horizontal 38. Everborn Castle, vertical 38,
Everborn
horizontal
Castle.
38. Everborn Farm, vertical 35,
It
horizontal
seems like
35.
every place has a castle, a farm, a shrine, and pretty much like it's consistent that way. So yeah, there's a lot of places to visit.
Everborn Port, vertical 32. Everborn Portal, vertical 38, horizontal
Everborn
10.
Portal. Ooh, there's a portal. That's awesome. High magic.
Everborn Shrine, Everborn Village. Tab bar, actions, tab,
Okay.
1 of 5.
So we know where we're going. It's going to be a lot of travel. We got a lot of places to go. So I've swiped through the entire location map.
Everborn Village, vertical 40, horizontal 24.
Okay, as you heard, there's a horizontal and a vertical for each one of these locations. Now, you're saying, what if I tried to travel to
Everborn Village.
Everborn Village.
Horizontal 24.
Let's find out what happens if I try to travel there by double tapping. I'm going to double tap. Here I go.
Everborn Village. Vertical 40. Horizontal 24. Tab bar. Actions. Everborn Village. Vertical 40. Horizontal 20. Everborn Village.
Okay, I double
Vertical
tapped
40,
and it didn't go
24.
there first. Let me see if I can.
Tab bar. Selected. Map. Tab. Craft. Tab. Inventory. Actions. Everborn Village. Everborn Shrine. Vertical. Everborn Village. Tab bar. Actions. Tab. 1 of 5.
No, it didn't. I don't see a point to travel there. Let me try going to the top of the screen.
Screen recording in progress.
No.
Button. Below is a list of all the significant locations. You're located at vertical 12. Horizontal 12.
Okay. I'm going to try to travel to my investigated spot.
Avalon Farm. Vertical 7. Avalon Shrine. Vertical 15. Avalon Village. Vertical
No, I
12.
don't.
Avalon. You're located at vertical 12.
Okay,
Horizontal 12.
so these are some parts that I'm not very familiar with. I did not notice that I could travel to that spot. I know it's there, but it didn't give me a button to travel there. So that didn't happen. All right, let's try something a little closer.
Below is a list of all the significant locations. You're located at vertical 12. Horizontal 12. Avalon Farm. Vertical 7. Horizontal 9.
Let's find out if we can travel there.
Avalon Farm. Vertical 7. Horizontal 9.
All right, I'm going to try
Tab
to
bar.
travel there.
Inventory. Everborn Farm. Everborn Village. Vertical. Damerel Village. Everborn Farm. Vertical 35. Horizontal 25.
Whoops.
Below is a list of all the significant key map locations. Below is a list of all the You're located at vertical 12. Avalon Farm. Vertical 7. Horizontal 9.
All right, touch that one. I don't know if I don't think we can fast travel to any of these spots like that. I'm just trying it out. I'm experimenting just like you.
You're located. Below is a list of all the key map locations. Map. Back button.
Let's go back.
Map.
All right, we weren't able to do anything, but let's find out if that's now in an investigated spot.
Map. Travel to investigated square. Button. Recenter the map with your current. Travel to investigated square. Button.
Let's find out if I can travel there.
Travel to. Select a location to travel to.
Okay, no, it doesn't do it. Okay, so we got the error message. Bloop. So, no, I thought maybe we can double tap in the location map, exit out of the map, and then travel to that location. So it doesn't work that way. I just like experimenting.
Please select a valid nearby location. Okay. Button.
Okay, let's get out of that. Okay. We can't do that.
Travel to investigated square. Button. Recenter the map with your current player location in the
middle.
middle.
Let's go ahead and recenter our map.
Recenter the map with your current player location in the middle.
All right, so we are currently where we are. We are...
Lake at vertical 13, horizontal 12. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
All right, what I've done is touch the map in order to move around. And let's talk about how we do that. So you'll be given a audio cue where you can and cannot move. For instance, I am currently at the lake. I'm going to move around to another spot.
Grassland at vertical 10, horizontal 12. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel. Selecting valid travel destination, grassland. Use travel button below or tap and hold to move here.
Tap and hold. So that's a valid travel destination. So I can, it says, what did it say? Double tap and hold.
Grassland at vertical 10, horizontal 11. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
Okay, let's double tap.
Selecting valid travel destination, grassland. Use travel button below or tap and hold to move here.
Okay, so I think it's a valid one. Double tap and hold.
You are currently traveling.
Okay, I'm currently traveling. I did the double tap and hold. All right.
Swordy Quest Actions homepage. You are in grassland within Avalon. Stay at a nearby village inn to respawn from there when critically injured.
Okay. Now, once I did that, it dropped me to the action page.
Swordy Quest. Heading. Help. But Swordy Quest Actions homepage.
Went to my actions homepage, okay?
Stay at a nearby village inn to respawn from there when critically injured.
Now I'm going to go back to the map again, and we're going to still keep working on that.
Craft. Tab. 3 of map. Tab. 4 of adventurer's current location is grassland in Avalon at vertical 10. Okay. Horizontal 12.
Because I want
Dragon is 67
to show
squares
you
away.
how to
At
move
vertical 43.
to
Horizontal
the farm.
46.
All right, let's go I'm going to head back to where I first came out. Okay, let's go to...
Grassland at vertical 11. Horizontal 9. Select to recenter map. Selecting valid travel destination. Grassland. Use travel button below or tap and hold to move here. Selected. Grassland. You are currently traveling.
All right. You can also just hold your finger down. It seems to do the same trick.
Swordy Quest Actions homepage. You are in grassland within Avalon. Stay at a nearby village inn to tab bar. Map. Tab.
Let's go back
4
to
of
the map.
Adventurer's current location is grassland in Avalon at vertical 11, horizontal 9. Dragon
right.
is 68 squares away, at vertical
Now,
41,
I'm going
horizontal
to
47.
also, now I showed you how you can jump around and move. I currently have a donkey, so I can move 3 spots at a time. Now let's move a little slower. Let's swipe down.
Heading not found.
Oops, sorry.
More. Tab. Selected. Map. Tab. 4 of 5.
What if I turn off headings and see if that changes anything?
Characters. Cap M.
No.
Words. Speaking rate. Words. Characters. Headings. Volume. 75%. 80%.
No.
Speaking rate.
No, that doesn't change anything.
Words. Characters. Words. Speaking rate. Words. Characters. Headings.
I wanted to find out whether or not there was an extra control that opened up on the rotor that would let me move up and down in free motion move, but no, it's not going to be. So, but I am going to just touch a spot on the map.
Grassland at vertical 10, horizontal 6. Select to recenter map here
Vertical
before confirming
10,
travel.
horizontal 6. Now I'm going to go...
Grassland at vertical 11, horizontal 6. C at vertical 12, horizontal 6.
I'm
Select to
sliding
recenter
my
map here
finger
before
on the
confirming
map.
travel. Grassland at vertical 12, horizontal 7. C at vertical 13. C at vertical 14, horizontal 7.
Vertical
Select to recenter
13.
map here. C at vertical 15. Mountain at vertical 9, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirm. Grassland at vertical 8, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
The verticals count. Okay, so the verticals are counting from the top 1 and then go down to the higher numbers. Okay. So
Mountain at vertical 9, horizontal
I'm
8.
going to
Select
keep...
Grassland at vertical 8, horizontal 7. Select Mountain at vertical 9. Grassland at C at vertical 7, horizontal 6. Select Grassland at vertical 8, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming Mountain at vertical 9. Grassland at vertical 8, forest at vertical 7. Shrub at vertical 6, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
Shrub at vertical, okay.
Mountain at vertical 7, forest at vertical 7, horizontal C at vertical 7, forest at vertical 7, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel. Selecting invalid travel destination.
Okay, I
Forest
can't go
destination
there.
too far for a single journey.
That's too
5 mounts
far.
at farms to travel further each turn.
Right.
C at vertical 5, horizontal C at vertical 6, horizontal 5.
All right, let's
Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
Okay, let's find my location here.
Grassland at vertical 8, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming
All right,
travel.
if you've lost where you are, go ahead and touch the bottom of the screen.
Recenter the map with your current player location in the middle.
Okay, I've recentered the map. Okay, once you've recentered the map,
recenter the map with your current player
I'm
location in
just
the middle.
going to show you what to do if you get a little lost.
Horizontal scroll bar, 6 page. Recenter the map with your current player. Travel to selected grassland at vertical 11, horizontal 9. Button.
Okay.
Tab bar. Travel to recenter the map with your current
All
player
right.
location in
So
the middle.
if you don't
Button.
know where you are, go ahead and touch the top of the screen.
Destination too far for a single journey. Buy mounts
That's
at farms
just
to travel further
giving
each
you
turn.
information. That's a tooltip, just telling you can't do certain things.
Go to actions homepage. Map. Heading. Locations. Button.
Let's go ahead and touch locations. Find out
location.
where we are.
Map. Back button. Key map location. Below is a list of all the significant. You're located at vertical 11, horizontal 9.
There we go. So there's your information about where you are. So you know you're at vertical.
Below is a list. You're located at vertical 11.
Vertical
horizontal
11,
9.
horizontal 9. Okay. So you always be able to find out where you are by going back to this location menu. Let's get out of here.
Below is key map. Map. Back button.
Let's go back to our main map.
Adventurer's current
Now
location
we're
is grassland in
at,
forest at vertical 7, horizontal 7. Select to recenter map here before confirming travel.
We're gonna try to get all the way back to where we bought the mount, where I bought the mount.
Mountain at vertical 9, horizontal. Mountain at vertical 8. Mountain at vertical 7. Grassland at vertical 6, horizontal 8. Select to reset. Alert. Low battery.
Oh goodness, we're gonna have one of those days.
Low battery. 20% back. Low power mode. Close. Button.
All right, let's get moving here. All right,
Swordy
so
Quest. Shrub at grassland at vertical 9, horizontal 6. Select to
See
recenter
if I
map
can
here
get
before
there.
confirming selecting valid travel destination. Grassland. Use travel button below or tap and hold to move here. You are C at vertical 6, horizontal 3. Select to recenter map here before
all right,
confirming
I'm
travel.
traveling. All right.
Spirit guide appears saying, Goblin appears. It looks ready to attack.
Oh, cool. There's okay. We're gonna have a quick little. Our spirit guide has appeared, so it does seem that there are travel encounters. Oh my goodness. So that's amazing. So thank you. So we did find out there are travel encounters, and I did not expect that. So that is very, very cool. Thank you. So good. We're finding out more information. Everything is being a little weird today, but we are figuring out new things in the whole world. The whole world is opening up to us now that we can travel. Okay, now that we know that we can also run into encounters, let's be cautious about that and make sure our food is proper, make sure we are properly healed up. But for now, let's find out how big a combat this will be.
Fight button.
Let's go ahead and fight.
Fight.
All right,
Fight.
cool.
Round 1. Heading.
So we have a new encounter menu based on traveling around in the outside world.
Swing a goblin. 85%.
Okay.
Go to stats page to learn what goblin stats. Health 90, 85. Goblin stats. Health 95. Melee 96. Defense 95. Stealth 95.
Okay. What do I have?
Go to adventurer stats. Health 80. Melee 100. Defense 100. Stealth 110.
All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's see if I can heal myself up and cheat here.
Tab bar. Craft. Tab. Inventory. Tab. Food items listed below. Select water to fully interact. Select berries to fully interact. You own 645.
Let's eat some berries to make sure we are
berries.
good.
Hold button below to eat/drink quicker. Eat 5 berries. Button.
All right.
Consume any more berries.
Great.
You're full.
We are now, and of course, because of the new update, we know exactly how many we know exactly how much we can eat. It stops us and it tells us that we're full.
Return to main inventory page.
Which is
Return to
gorgeous,
main inventory page.
which is
Special
wonderful
items
and
listed
beautiful.
below. Heading.
All right. Now that we've made sure we're full health, I also want to let you know that Charlie let me know that the clan auto attack stops making you fight when your health drops below 250 or below 50%. So you don't have to worry about the auto battle dragging you to your death. It will stop. So thank you very much, Charlie. That's great information. And I've been talking to Charlie quite a bit about the development of the game, and it's been incredibly awesome working and talking to him, and just his imagination and creativity is amazing. His hard work is just outstanding. So let's go ahead and fight this goblin.
Select golden gems to fully interact. You own 133. Use in the shop to buy items. Silver coins. You own tab bar. Actions. Tab.
Okay.
85% chance of swing a goblin. 85%. Button.
All right. So we smacked that goblin. Let's hit him again. Another one. Another one. Go. Another one. We're smacking away at that goblin. Awesome.
You killed the goblin.
Woohoo! Got that goblin done. Let's hear our health.
You killed the goblin. Go to stats page to learn what each stat does. Adventurer stats. Health 75. Melee 100. Defense 100. Stealth 110.
It hit us for 25. It's a little stronger goblin than the ones we had back home.
Go to stats page to learn goblin stats. Health 0. Melee 96. Defense 95. Stealth 95.
Okay, cool. We got that information right there.
Loot dead goblin. Button.
Okay, let's go ahead and loot.
You won 6 meat, 24 leather, 1 golden gems.
Ooh, nice goblin dropping a golden gem, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Great. So we got that information.
Goblin slain. Button.
Let's go ahead and hit the goblin
Spirit guide
slain.
appears saying, you ran out of stamina. You are too tired to do anything but sleep.
Newdeath, you are out of stamina. You must sleep, dear soul. Thank you, Spirit Guide. I will sleep. All right, and I think that might be time for us to wrap up this video. Also, we have a lot more to do. We have a lot more to learn. I have a lot more to walk you through about the maps for now. Let's come back again. Episode 4, let's talk about the map more. Let's discuss the exact process of getting yourself a mount. I hope this was useful, and I hope that you were able to understand a little bit more. The hardest part is go ahead and understanding that you need to craft a map. The second thing you need to do is craft some wooden clogs or wooden boots. After you after you build those, you're going to go ahead and go to your map. And once you're in the map, you're going to really take your time and understand the whole map layout. Watching this video as many times as you need to watch it. The most important thing is
Low battery.
There we go again. It's telling me I need to get off soon.
10% battery. Low power mode. Close. Button. Spirit guide appears saying,
it's going to be one of them. It's just one of those
days.
Okay, it's one of those days, folks. So I hope that helps. And also, remember, you got your the information about, I'm going to keep saying things, sector, vector, I really need to stop. Just remember your coordinates are horizontal and vertical. You can find that information in the map location menu. Just go in there by double tapping on that button. It will tell you exactly where you're located. Also, it will give you audio cues when you can move to a actual legal spot. So it will say valid. Now that might be hard to hear because I know some of you like me, sometimes you don't hear that first letter or consonant, so you might have a little trouble hearing valid. You may think you're hearing invalid. That's because I have a little bit of a hearing issue, but that's fine. Just use your information to walk through character by character if need be, and just realize that the lower numbers bring you to the starting area, the higher numbers are farther. When you cannot travel to an area, it will be told to you that it is illegal. So thank you all very much. Love yourself, each other, always be kind, and yes, I am not even close to being done with explaining the travel menu. We're going to get into this really deep into episode 4. Thank you all very much, and let's hang out again tomorrow. Let's enjoy our double experience monster fighting time for Swordy Quest this weekend. Yes, it's double monster experience fighting time. Thank you, Charlie, very much. Thank you, Swordy Quest. Thank all of you who have been helping so much. Love you all so much. Thank you. Take care.